Hello, viewers. It's Cynthia Michael from Screen Review, bringing you another podcast from my Boruto review. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly, in case you don't understand it. Also, I try to do my best not to beat you hard during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause any audio feedback as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will retain so don't link it. Once again, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will retain so don't link it if you're under 18. Now, if you're over 18, then you get to watch this audio podcast recording. So anyway, with this everything out of the way, let's get into the latest episode. Let's get into the latest episode about. Let's get into the latest episode of Boruto. So basically, we see Siren, the Fume pirates, want to Kaida's, sister, who's a Fume pirate, who's a Fume pirate, selling, on a ship, sailing towards this island at night, and a bunch of people was at the beach or harbor and shit, expecting her arrival. So basically, the people, was working in cyber and whatnot, and offer gold and purchase their, kind of nervous, but they were happy to see her. So basically, she was I tried, I know that you guys should portray my father. So basically, she said, she in the previous episode. So basically, in the previous episode, she said she was going to deal with some traders that betrayed her clan. So basically, it turns out these traders are actually the people on this island. So basically, I know that people betray my father and whatnot, and help, and play a part of him getting locked up in prison for 5 years. So basically, she killed, the elder or the leader who was in charge of the island and whatnot, and say that, and deal with that. Meanwhile, in the mortar time, so basically, Kaida just finished fixing the engine and whatnot. So basically, Boruto is was happy to hear that the engine is fixed, but they still have to work on this ship, the outer hull. It will take 2 days to finish. So basically, the engine is fixed, but the ship that the pirate from outer hull needs to be fixed. Needs a bit more time to be fixed, so maybe 2 more days. So basically, Boruto was happy that Kaida, Kaida, was basically all right then. So basically, was glad that Kaida got the engine fixed and about to head home after this and whatnot. So anyway, they had some weird squid baked it and just called it a night. So anyway, we see. So basically, during that nighttime, we see Syra, and Syra, showed up at that night, in a boat, wearing a wig, going to see Kyra. So anyway, the next day, we see Kyra, went, Syra found Kyra and told him that, that father is free now, and Kyra did not know that his father is free and whatnot. So basically, he wants him to come back to the family and whatnot, for a reason. Turns out that Kyra has this special ability, he can make a ocean storm and some shit like that. When he was a little boy, his father, kind of tested his ability, by throwing him an ocean storm, and basically his ability activated and saved him from drowning. So basically, like he has this special, like this ocean ray jutsu, this special ability that could be, it could help his pirate family to help to take down, take over the land of water and whatnot. So basically, Kai was like, I have no interest in besides my brothers don't expect me at all. I try helping out. Try helping out when dad got, when dad got locked. They were locked up, but I get no respect. And besides, I hate war. I hate fighting. So basically, like Cyber, wearing a wig and a cloak, it's like so basically, you have an obligation, but so basically, you have an obligation to, you have an obligation to our family. When father got locked up for the last 5 years, it's been hell for our clan and our pirate empire, and plus we could take down the corrupt, take down the water people after all. So basically, Cyrus say who who else? And besides, I'm the one to support you to, support you to, I'm the one who help support you, so that fulfill your dreams and whatnot. So basically, you say, not only you owe me for, letting you go, you also owe your whole family. So basically, Cyrus like this, like this, tell Kyler like this, you better be ready to leave tonight. You better be ready to leave tonight, or else there's gonna be some problems. So anyway, after Kyler finished talking to Kyler, Boruto came passing by, and basically, and Kyler, so Boruto's headband, his ninja headband. It's like, and remember what Timba said that, a bunch of Leaf Shinobi and a bunch of Leaf Shinobi and a bunch of Leaf Shinobi and a bunch of Mist Shinobi took down the fortress, but the giant chakra cannon on it. So basically, he figured this could be a perfect opportunity to take them down for destroying their battle fortress. So anyway, somewhere else, we see Kaga talking to Kawaki about how he had a problem every time he took the sword, he kind of went nuts, and how Sizuma took advantage of that, and got me on the wrong path, and how Boruto helped me. Help save me and whatnot. So basically, but she was talking to Kawaki about he had this problem. He had this problem every time he took a real sword. He goes crazy and whatnot. And basically, Sizuma who led the coup and stole the legendary sword. And tried to take over the Rich Village with his crew and whatnot, and how Boruto saved him and whatnot. So basically, I believe that Kyo, Isha, Banta, and all good persons. So basically, Kaga heard that, Boruto helped Kawaki with his situation. Boruto, sometimes we need, sometimes not all the people, sometimes people does that situation, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't give them a second chance. get them a second chance, when they, sometimes bad people do things for good reasons, but we should, basically, having a having a, basically having a conversation with Weaver about sometimes good people sometimes bad people does things for good reasons, but it doesn't mean bad people can be redeemed as well. So basically he believes that Bunter did a bad thing, but they can still be redeemed, and what hope like they they after what they what they did to what they did after what they did and they can be redeemed and whatnot. So anyway, Banta, Kyo, and her Ishka was wondering when her Ishka was wondering after all the work after all the work they did on this mission, they figured maybe they might get pardons to get out of jail after all the work that they did in this mission, But Banta was being realistic. I doubt it, but maybe, but we might, we might still get a reduced sentence, but we don't know how much our sentence will be reduced by. So anyway, Kaga had got a message from the miscredits about Manta and the others about their deals, how much their sentences will be produced by. Turns out their sentences will be produced by 3, and not knowing that her Ichigo was outside the little house, outside the cabin and whatnot. She heard Kaga reading the message that they're going to get 3 years off their prison sentence, and she kind of flipped out and basically left before she even heard the rest. Kaga felt like this was not fair. They did a lot of good, things on this mission. So basically, Kaga said, I'm gonna fight this. I'm gonna appeal this, and try to at least get them pardons after all. So basically, her ego did not hear that Kaga is going to try to get them try to get them a pardon or better produced sentences for their prison time and whatnot. So basically, like Kaga said, that I'm gonna fight to help Bunta and the others, get out of prison, get them pardons and whatnot. So basically, her Ishko tell Bunta and Kyo about their sentences being produced, getting 3 years or shape off their prison sentence. So basically, like Bunta was not surprised, and basically so was Kyo, but dude, it is what it is. So basically, we should do something about this and take out Kagura, kill Kagura. That way he can't activate the marks on our head and run away and take these sword weapons with us. So basically, Bunta and Kyo was like, they did not want to do that, after all the kindness that, Kagura and Boruto and others showed them, they felt like they owe, they owe them that much respect and whatnot. So anyway, later that night, we see Sarah came back to the ship later that night and told her pirate crew on the ship that we're gonna those missionaries that took out our battle forces, our mobile battle forces at the shipyard. So basically, we're gonna kill everybody there, including the militia. We're gonna kill everybody at the shipyard. We're gonna kill. we're gonna bring the ship into the harbor and kill everybody there, except for my brother, of course. So basically, like she has a plan that she's gonna kill. She wants to kill Boruto and company and everybody on the island and whatnot, except for her brother and whatnot, because she's hoping that that he will. He's she's hoping after killing everybody, she probably wants to get her brother no choice but to come with her by killing everybody. So anyway, meanwhile, we see her Ichigo to sneak into Cargo and try to kill him. But Cargo, being a ninja, was like he's always alert and whatnot. So basically, when Cargo tried to when her Ichigo tried to kill Cargo while he was asleep, luckily for him, he put a pillow in his bed, that old pillow chick, in terms of life. He's like her Easter, like what? Carl, I'm always prepared. I always stay ready in case somebody tries to kill me when in my sleep. So anyway, her used to go saying that her told Carl he heard that we about their sisters being produced by 2 years, and it did her the rest. Like Cargo was trying to say, I know about the. Was trying to tell her that so you heard, but I'm telling you, did you hear me talk about trying to get you guys, trying to get your sister, trying to get you guys a full pardon once we get back to the village, but Kaga was not trying to hear any of this, and she basically ran out of the cabin and basically headed towards the harbor, and basically that's when the giant pirate ship showed up. That's when Cyrus' giant pirate ship showed up, and basically this is how the episode ended with her Ichigo, stopping at the harbor and seeing Cyrus' giant pirate ship coming. It's like looks like it's gonna be some trouble coming towards this ship. The shipyard island, and that's how the episode ended with her Ichigo staring at Cyrus, giant pirate ship, the giant pirate ship coming towards the harbor, and that's how the episode ended. So anyway, this was a good episode. So basically, this was a good episode in my opinion. So anyway, what do you guys think? Sign off. 1.